Well, it's been an interesting morning, to say the least. As I showed in an earlier video, the ice went out during the night. And we welcome that for sure. Plus, I've been deleting a bunch of comments. I'm going to tell you again, you start cursing in comments, calling me stupid, calling my wife stupid. Especially those of you down in the lower 48 who have never set foot in the state of Alaska before. There's been quite a few this morning. You don't even know what it's about, and yet you think you know everything there is to know about living off-grid. You don't know crap. You read a few books, watched a few videos, and that's made you an expert. A few comments talked about maybe next year you'll be a little more prepared and won't be so stupid and let things like this happen again. Do you know how dumb and stupid that statement is? I just deleted them. But what you don't understand is this water level is about, if I'm measuring correctly, it's 22 feet higher than it should be. So there's no way to plan for that. And the thing about it is, the ice jam that we were experiencing was only in this area. It was about 6 miles downriver from here. Every other place was open. And once that jam broke free, well, everything started flowing. But this is not a tragedy, as most people are looking at it. This actually is beneficial to us because now I can move things around. Unfortunately, I can't get in there and get these willows cut out like I wanted to do. I can top them. That'll work. But right in here is where the boats go. This is the upper landing, as we call it. Normally it is not underwater. This year, for the first year, it's got a foot of water here. Now for something hilarious. For those of you who have been leaving comments about how horrendous it is that I brought my daughter into this type of living situation. Well, first of all, Michelle really appreciates the compliment there. Michelle is my wife. And I know that for some strange reason, I know several women who are like this. Every year they have a birthday. Every year they look a year younger, not a year older. And Michelle is one of those women who, she just does not show her age. And I'm not going to tell you how old she is, but she is, okay, no, that's incorrect. I need to correct even that. I'll let her explain it. So We have some viewers who think you're my daughter.
Hey, Daddy. I gotta say, thanks for the compliment, people.
Yep.
My husband's got himself a woman so young she looks like she could be his daughter. And I get the compliment of, wow, you look that young. Hey, I'm all for it. Thank you.
I should have left those.
You should have.
Well, if the vulgarity...
They're just jealous because they're not married to a young, beautiful woman like you are.
Right. Had it not been for the vulgarity, I would have.
Oh, well.
We don't go for that on our channel. You can forget about it. You will be deleted immediately.
I said the same thing too, but there are people that either don't listen or weren't there then.
Yeah, well.
They're lost.
Now the work really begins down trying to sort things out. We have a small boat here that I've got plywood stacked on, which is going to be used for the cabin that's going right there, along with a lot of other things that was all wrapped up in a tarp, and now I've got to go through it all, separate it, put it where it's supposed to go. I've unwrapped the Vanguard. Not that it will go on the water this year, but I'm going to find a spot in the back to get it out of the elements. I'll put it that way. You know, I'd seen these online thinking, well, they're just a little too wimpy to be used the way we would use them. But our buddy Frank, who owns a river service out of Manly, last fall showed me the one he had, and they used it moose hunting. So I did buy this one from, I ordered it on Prime, and I have been so pleased with this little thing. We cut up a lot of driftwood, especially limbs and small trees and whatnot, and this thing works perfect. Of course, it helps to have a charged battery. Well, we just endured the coldest winter with the heaviest snowfall in 50 years. We made it through. And we just experienced one of the strangest breakups that I've ever witnessed, and I've been here since 1971, so I'm not a newcomer to this. We had a neighbor that's over that way. His boat got caught in the ice, totally crushed, destroyed. And we've never had the water come up this high before. For water to be on this, what we call the second bank, it has to come up 18 feet just to be at bank level. And it's more than that now. Where the big boat is sitting here, this is perfect. I'll actually be able to pull this boat out drop the engine, get it started. I need to check and make sure that it is working properly. So this high water is going to make that easy. Plus the high water is going to make it really easy to get the little boat down here. And I'll be able to back the trailer down, load it onto the trailer, pull it up in the back, and get a lot of work done on it. Now I did delete a bunch of comments this morning that used a lot of vulgarity, calling me effing idiot, and after kind of doing some checking, found out these people aren't even in Alaska. And all we can do is laugh, because they've read a few survival books and watched a few videos, so they know everything there is to know about living off-grid. You can't know anything about living off-grid in the middle of the state of Alaska until you move to the middle of the state of Alaska and try it for yourself. This last year, the damage that's been done has been unreal. But they said I was lying about that because the weather had been perfect here. All you got to do is go to NOAA. You can look it up. We've never had this much snowfall in the past that brought down our storage tents. And I mean, we've had wind damage, yes, and we've gotten around that. And but this last winter was really, really tough. But the new cabin will be built by the end of the summer, and that's something that a lot of people out there do not understand about what happened to us and how we wound up in a situation to where we were just trying to throw things together to survive. That was thanks to people from another state. They came in, they broke into our cabin, totally destroyed it. We had left it braced up. I had braces, 2x6 braces running from the top of the wall studs to the center of the floor. They cut all of those out. So when they left, well, the cabin collapsed and was destroyed when we got back to it in the spring. It's hailing right now, by the way. And the temperature is going down. This is typical spring, but we did the best we could. It took me 6 weeks to get another cabin up and dried in, just where we could make it through the winter. We were never able to do anything about what was done to the cabin. Don't remember the full details about it, and we just kind of gave up and decided to go on, and that's what we did. Well, I've got me a nice long pole here. I'm headed down and see if I can move the big boat over just a little bit. That way I can lower that engine and test it out, make sure that it has a new water pump in it. We'll make sure that water pump is working correctly. Well, I get down here and this is a little disappointing. The water level is dropping rapidly, so things downriver have really opened up. Oh well, I'll use jacks to get this boat up and move the stern around towards the bank once this clears up just a little bit more. Now, part of what's happened is in the bend of the river down there, it's jammed up. That kind of keeps the flow of, that lowers the water level coming through this braid that we are on. And once that lets go, hopefully this water level will come back up. That would be nice. I could get in here and cut willow out of the way and float all over the place. Maybe. Well, the jam up in the bend of the river over there finally let loose. The river water level continues to drop, depositing huge chunks of ice on the sandbars and along the bank here. And it carved the bank out straight up and down. There's no shelf left. So depends on, we'll be waiting actually for the river to settle into its springtime depth. We'll see where that winds up.